let's talk a bit more about our PBs now. 'Cause we
Okay.
actually have pretty similar PBs, which is pretty cool. Because our 5K and 10K PB are from the exact same race, aren't they?
Yeah.
Roach Pakistan and
Oh
City
yeah,
10.
yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah, there you go.
yeah. Well, we when I broke 16 in the 5K, I wasn't expecting to for sure. And I think we've had quite a few races at Rhodes where we worked together in the initial stages, and then you sort of always run away with it. But yeah, that race was special. I don't know where the energy came from and why still at 3K I was feeling okay as well, like running the paces, because normally I would have blown up at that point, because I'd run 16:15 and 16:14 almost like a metronome on at Rhodes, and then out of nowhere just yeah. But yeah, we've had some good races there. How was it for you?
Yeah, we touched on this in more detail on your podcast, obviously. So
I
check
don't
out
even
With the
remember
Chiefs
what we
Running
said.
podcast.
I forget everything I say on
uh,
podcasts, to be honest.
well, you do a lot of them. This is my first one, so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't done as much, so I can remember a bit better. But yeah, like we both touched on, like we felt this insane energy that day because maybe it was just the people that were there. Because we had Leo Peterson, very high caliber athlete. We had, Anthony Ritchie, a
yeah,
lot of the Delta guys as well, Josh Keys, and a lot of the women that are really quick there as well. We also had Otto with us for a little bit. We had Ian. It was just
yep,
a stacked race that's never been, that stacked before. Case
yeah,
of Parker. But yeah, I think just feeding off of everyone's energy that day really helped everyone lift. And yeah, I still can't believe I ran 15:40 that day as well. It's just insane
yeah.
to think about because I haven't managed to run that time, for a while now, even though I've attempted so many 5Ks since that day. Yeah, something must have just gone right on that day. And
It
hopefully another
was
day like that will come soon. Yeah.
if you're I'm not a overly I don't know if it's like a spiritual thing where the gods were looking down, the running gods were looking down on us that day, because I remember I talked about it at a Delta session as well. And I think Josh brought it up, and we were sort of just talking about like everyone just had such a good race. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but I'll take it. That's for sure. I think I asked a few times, like I just couldn't believe I ran 15:48, but yeah, it happened. So we'll take it.
Yeah. And like Luke said, we attempted to do sub 16 so many times.
Yeah,
Not just at roads, but other, track races and stuff as well. Or at least I did. And it was a huge journey to get there. So like doing that really meant a lot for both of us. And just to do it
yeah,
on the same day meant a lot as well. And it was the
yeah,
end of the year too. It was in December, on the 3rd of December actually. And
yeah.
yeah, it was just a good way to kind of cap off what had been a great calendar year for both of us because all our PBs are from 2022, literally.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you did
yeah.
your first 3K as well, which you set a PB,
Oh yeah,
even
that
though
was
we,
that was. I think I ran faster than the 5K pace wise. Yeah,
yeah, we
which was
talked about it.
interesting.
Yeah, our 3K split in the 5K was faster than our 3K race that Luke and I did. But that's another race where we both, came first and second in.
Yep.
So yeah, we've actually had a fair amount of good races together because I haven't known you for that long. Like we actually
Yeah.
met about 1 year ago because we met at Sydney 10, which is the 1st of May last year.
Yeah,
So
that's right. Yeah, I remember
yeah,
trying to
I've only
chase.
known
I
you for
remember trying
a
to
year.
chase you in that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was another big race.
yeah,
That was a breakthrough race as well.
yeah, for both of us. I mean, we both cracked the 33-minute barrier for the first time. And it was a huge PB for both of us because I jumped from 35 minutes all the way down to 32, 42 at once.
Yeah.
But what was your margin of PB? Like, what was your PB before that?
I think I ran 34. I think I ran 34 like 15 at Sydney Harbour 10. So it was a pretty big jump, and I wasn't expecting to run that. But that's when I started getting coaching with Sally and taking the structure more seriously. And I think I ran like sub 75 before that race in Canberra. So I knew I was like my fitness was improving. But yeah, I think that was another one of those races where everything clicks, and the effort doesn't feel as crazy, because I've definitely had 10K races where it feels like absolute death. the whole, or almost from like 3K. But Sydney 10 for some reason didn't feel like that. I think I had a lot in the, well, not had a lot in the tank. I felt good to about 7K and then just gave it everything.
Yeah, well, the caliber of runners in Sydney 10 just speaks for itself, right? Because
Yeah.
I checked the stats recently again, and I think I used to say 250, but it's actually, if you came 350th place in that race, you would have only ran 39:59.
Yeah, it's
So-
crazy.
Yeah, 350 people breaking the 40-minute barrier, which is a huge barrier in running.
Yeah, everyone's there.
In one
Everyone-
race. Yeah.
It's like the big 10K race that everyone does. I think
Yeah.
we actually have it on coming up. Yeah, there's
2
just
days.
everyone there in 2 days. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting for sure.
Yeah, best of luck. I'm excited to see what some people run. I'm
Yeah.
sure I have a lot of friends racing it, and yeah, it'll be cool to see them do big PBs because that is the race to PB. Like, there's no other
Absolutely.
race like it. Just because I had company the whole way, and it was so easy for me as well. It's all the good races. All my PBs have been like surprisingly comfortable, which is insane. Because
Yeah.
when I don't
know.
PB, I struggle. Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many. Yeah, I think touching on like what you said with the 5K, is there's so many of those 16, 15s that I ran and maybe had a similar experience that just hurt so much more. Like just, and it was nowhere near. And I thought I was in similar sort of shape. And sometimes, I always try and find out what it is. It's like how much caffeine did I drink, or like I don't know.
Yeah.
I tried something, but you never know. You never know.
Yeah, I think it's just a combination of like everything going right on a special day. So it's
Yeah.
hard to like pinpoint exactly what it is, because I try all the time when I have a good race to look back and see what I did right, what I did wrong, but there's no like pattern that comes up. So yeah, it's
I
hard
think,
to tell. But
do you reckon that's what makes it special then, when it just clicks? Because it's just can go wrong so many times.
yeah, like most of the time it's not going to go well, but like the one time where everything falls into place, like the weather and your legs feeling good and you're mentally sharp and you have the
Yeah.
company from other athletes, yeah, I think it makes it special because there's so many odds that have to go in your favor for you to have a good race. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think I can appreciate when that happens. And yeah, I hope that day comes again soon for all my distances, because I'm ready for another big season. I don't want this to be a disappointing season. Even though it's been a bit of a slower start for both of us this year, I think, just because you've taken a bit of time off, which I do want to touch on in a second.
Sure.
But before we do,